Alright. It's your boy, Wumbus, Watch Me Be Bad at Stuff. Here we are again, huh? This time, I've got a good feeling about it. We've got the setup. I think it might actually happen. But, you know, that's going to be something that we will see as it happens. Let me kill the music. Get this squared away, and then we will get rolling. Okay. So yeah, when last we left off, we've kind of got the item discovery build flowing. We did end up getting all of the pieces for the sorceress set, which is pretty cool. However, still gonna farm them because wilted dusk herbs are pretty good. Ooh, she wanted to. She would have liked to. That being said, like I said, we are probably already starting out at a bit of a disadvantage because it didn't actually pop a who's he wants it, but that too shall pass. This guy, I thought we were hit there, but we weren't. And of course, he drops us another old mundane stone. Alas, such is life. Although I guess that means if we're not too concerned about it, that means we can go ahead and see if this is still janky. It is rad. He did not drop an item, but that's fine. You know, it's also kind of fitting that we farm the stuff here, right? Because, I mean, this is where we have to be once we get the 30 sunlight metals, so. Boys, I'm sorry. She wasn't worth it. Back around. All right. This time, let's actually use a rusted coin. Because that will give us an additional 100 item discovery for 5 minutes. So it is now 5 minutes into stream, and we will keep track of it from there. All right. Hit the sorceress lady so that we feel pretty. She did drop us something. Look at us. And that's what we're farming for, so that's rad. All right. Yep. So like I said, the reason why I went with this over the falconers, these enemies feel a lot more consistent to end, and the loop's a little bit more tight, so I don't mind. And like, it's all right in by the bonfire, so it doesn't feel as, you know, unconstructive to sit here and farm this little area. Oh yeah, I forgot we died. I was like, Yes, we're at about 50k, which is nice. Yep, they are crowding around the doorway as they do. All right, and then this guy. Still nothing, but that's fine. Like I said, it has a really low drop rate. That's just kind of how it goes. But like I said, it's an easy and pretty quick run through that I feel like you don't necessarily get that with the falconers. You know, I just feel bad for this guy, so I think we're gonna, yeah, let him take a breather for a second, you know? Oh, we're just in the mines, you know, tilling away. We're just out here trying to make it all happen, right? You know, I probably should stop farming this pyromancer just because it's taking time away from us, like, being able to use. It's taking rusted coin time away from us. I should be just focusing on these things. I'm being silly and unnecessary. Alas, what is life if not somewhat silly and unnecessary? Still nothing. comes Biggin. Bro. There we go. You're gonna be annoying. Alright. This is technically our third through, but our second one with the actual coin, so. Alright. Still nothing. Alas. Like I said, we do technically have one more, like, super minor upgrade we could make. It would give us an extra 0.25% chance. So if I'm really just starting to lose it, we might take a little break and go beat new game. We'll use a bonfire aesthetic and get gargoyles. Because, like, don't get me wrong, every little bit helps, but like 0.25% of a chance doesn't fill me with tons of confidence. But man, if this ends up taking me hours and hours of grinding, I'm gonna be, you know, I'm just trying not to go crazy. I think that's really what it is. Okay. But like I said, somewhat the point of the channel is to show you, you know, some of the stuff you gotta do if you want to, how a regular man may approach, you know, his common frozen dairy treats. But you know, seeing the process, you know, if I'm gonna complete a game for this channel, figure it's probably worth it for y'all to actually see what that's like. And this is what it's like. Like I said, I know that there's like covenant grinding and stuff like that in Dark Souls 3 the same way. So that's gonna be a whole thing. But literally, as soon as we're done with this, like we're just grinding bosses. And we're gonna go play the DLC, so we'll actually do like somewhat exciting things. It's just this. This sucks. Everything else is kind of fine. It's just this part. Alright, Biggie. It's not even terribly worth it anymore, man. I have so many dragon bones. I might actually go back to Strayed and see what we can trade in a soul for, just to maybe try a new weapon for the DLCs. But like I said, I do want to go like strictly physical, just because like the resistances to magic in the DLCs is insane. Plus, for bosses, most of the time we are just trying to hit them. We're not necessarily trying to blast spells at them. There are only a couple of bosses where it's super worth doing that. I mean, Darklurker was one of them, I guess. But, yeah, it's probably the end of our 5 minutes anyway. Time to use another coin in a second. I think we'll finish this run, go back, and then use the coin. But like I said, I mean, you know, am I wasting my time sitting here? Trying to get, like, would it go that much faster if I had that extra 0.25% chance of it dropping? Technically. Which does lead me to believe that we should probably say screw it and go get it. I hate that I hate when my own logic gets in my own way. Alright. Screw it. Let's go get the better golden serpent ring. As much as I hate that gargoyles fight, it is somewhat necessary. Here.
Bearer of the Antilla.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I think we just put it into health. I mean, like, it doesn't make a huge difference right now. Thanks, Bear Seek Lest lady. Although she doesn't say Bear Seek Lest at this point, but still. I was about to say, we don't necessarily have anything we need to repair, right? Okay, good. I mean, we could just say screw it, go back to the greatsword. I'm not going to turn that down. But power stance the ice rapiers. I guess we wouldn't power stance actually, just because we don't have the strength requirement for it either. Well, interesting. Like I said, I've never actually done a mundane build. I know that Saint Spear is the one to do it with, but never done it. That could be a thing for New Game Plus. The reason I was looking was to see if we had fully upgraded the Berserker Blade too. Oh yeah, you need some strength for the Berserker Blade, that's right. Whatever.
Don't waste my time.
Don't waste my time. Come on. Don't be all flippy flappy with me.
You've been
Here.
well.
You know what? Just because at least she does sell an infinite amount of these.
Visit me again, whenever you please.
Oh, I'll please. Okay. You know what? For the sake of it, just because Lord knows I like having a fully upgraded strength weapon sometimes.
I'll be around
If you're waiting for that. Jump in a hole. That one. Specifically that one. Something like you. I knew you'd be back. Mm-hmm. Well, if you knew, then why don't you just have my stuff ready for me? You know what? I'm gonna buy these. Because we like those. Alright, let's suit up with our normal gear. Which means we need to put our spellcasting tool on the appropriate side. Put on vessel shield. And then I guess this is a bow and arrow, but like whatever. Yeah, do what we're doing. If we need a bow and arrow, I think we have separate problems. Let's see. So we do need the Chloranthy ring now. And then I guess this is just Ring of Blades, right? That's our 4-ring layout right now. Yeah, because that's not going anywhere. Oh yeah, duh, we need to put on our actual armor. Oh, I'm an idiot. God, we were doing those couple of runs, I wasn't even wearing the helmet. It's fine, whatever. Like I said, we decided to go do this anyway, so it's not a huge deal. Put on our Hexer's hood. Lion Mage robes. Actually, I guess since we're not... I mean, we might cast some spells. It's not the end of the world. Alright. Okay, and so I'm actually not 1,000% sure. I imagine it's just the Belfray Luna at Sinner's Rise. Yeah, I'm assuming that's the bonfire we need to ascetic. All right. I was about to say, can you go the back way into their boss fight? I'd say that makes all the dogs down there slightly angrier. I guess we could go get another dragon tooth, right? Oh, speaking of angry dogs. Well, this is a unfortunate place. Okay. Yep. Jeez. Was not expecting there to be dogs there. Like I said, New Game Plus is going to be real fun. Here, let's go back around to where we are. Oh, we're going to have to... No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. I was like, God, we're going to have to refight the Pursuer. I would have to reset the bonfire we're going to refight the Pursuer. So... There's always dogs. Like, there are. It's just a natural fact of life, I suppose. How's it going, Turtles? I'm going through and beating New Game Plus, Gargoyles, because that's how you get the Silver Serpent Ring +2. I actually don't know if I have to ring the bell again. I probably do, knowing my luck. It's only like a 0.25% chance increase, but hey man, an increase is an increase. Ooh, New Game Plus enemies. And I'm still in the make things difficult covenant. I just remembered that. It's not a huge... I guess I could go join the Bell Ringers really quick. No new Sunlight Medals yet. I did a couple... I did like 3 or 4 runs and then realized I was like, you know what? It's probably just not worth it to worry about it. I didn't mean to say no, my guy. Yes, I would like to join the covenant that makes the boss fight easier. Thank you. Alright, weirdo. But yeah, I was like, I guess if it's gonna make things just that much more likely, I might as well. Because our attacks deal more damage. And actually, these dudes drop rusted coins, so at least we'll refill on those, hopefully. Yeah, okay, the gate's open. We don't have to go ring the bell. Okay, let's buff our weapon. I might want to go ahead and just... I should have done this separately, but just in case it breaks, we have a rapier on us now. Okay. Come on, nerd. Alright. Ooh, okay. That does hurt. Here's one. Ow, of course. Yep, there's the second one that decided to be alive. And... Right? I will admit, the Gargoyles fight in DS1 is much more reasonable. Like, at least there's only 2 of them. Yeah. And the second one only joins you whenever you've gotten the first one down to half health. So I feel like it's a lot more justified. This is just gank. Like, real uncool. Alright. Like I said, at least these nerds do technically drop rusted coins, which we need. If they will drop me anything. So, that aside. Did you want to ring the bell? My guy. Oh, yeah, you're both of you. Lovely. Yep. Dude, they hit like nothing. Jesus. Alright. Was not expecting y'all to take half a health bar. Oh, in this one, I think it's 6 that just decide to show up. Like, it's not even... It's real brutal. Yeah, they were like, you know what? Let's put let's just make ganks. Sure. Yeah, I want to say it's 6. I was about to say you could count with me, I suppose. All right. Ooh, this nerd. Well, we took that on the chin. Dork. Well. See if we die while we're trying to drink an Estus. Of course. Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, I think it's... It might be... I think it's 6, but it may be 4. I can't remember.
I didn't think there'd be a skeleton here.
Oh, hey, I appreciate the follow, Isabella Arthur. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Ugh. The annoying part is that the way that this game does matchmaking is completely by like level ranges or like soul, whatever your soul memory range is. So like I doubt anybody coming through here is even remotely in my soul range, because why would they be? Yep. Well, that's what I meant to do. Yeah, it's real uncool, as it turns out. Well, thank you, small staircase. I appreciate it. All right. We got that item. Oh, there is a little summony boy. Again, not that we necessarily need anybody, but like annoying enough. It certainly feels that way at times. Like, they definitely wanted to try a bunch of new and weird stuff in this game, because they were like, Dark Souls 1 was super experimental. Hey, another rusted coin. Dark Souls 1 was super experimental as compared to, like, Demon Souls. And, like, they were like, we need to kind of capture that ambitious spirit. And I think that's part of the reason why I like this game as much as I do, just because, like, they really did try to put it all in there. Oh yeah, I'm definitely an absolute pro at this game for sure. I believe the term "I'm doing my best" applies. I am okay at this. Dark Souls, kind of in general. Dork. Oh, of course. All right, bro. I'm gonna need you to take like a third of a chill pill. I mean, I'm not even saying you have chill all the way out. I'm just saying some, right? Ow. Good lord. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I could ever be mistaken as like a pro player in any way, shape, or form in any game, to be wildly honest with you. I just like to play video games. I wouldn't say I'm very good. Jesus. Okay. And there's the third one. Lovely. So yeah, as it turns out, we're not passing the DPS check right now, which is just super fun. Awesome. Yeah, we might be in a wee bit of trouble. I actually don't know if they can be poisoned, but let's find out. Not on one cast, that's for sure. Alright, I'm gonna say, if we're sticking with it, we might as well stick with it all the way, right? Drink really quick. Okay, so I've dealt damage to those two. Oh, okay, there's the fourth one. Lovely. Haven't even killed one of them yet. Love that for me. There's one. Say, let's see if this kills. Take him out. Damn it. Boys. chill, please. That's probably gonna kill me. Okay, good. Alright. Damn it. Dude, Jesus. I'm doing my best. Hey. I was about to say, I'll take a above average quality. As far as like streaming goes. Gaming, like I said, not necessarily I'm doing my best. Like I said, it's mostly just that like I already don't always succeed at this particular boss fight, so like we're already kind of fighting uphill, so to speak. So let's see. Run over here. Try to use the angles of the let him be done. Take a little bit of damage, but it's fine. Of course, we don't kill him. Why would we? Yep. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Okay, cool. Like, please don't die with this close to the end. That would be lovely if that didn't happen. Oh, they tried. Alright. Last one. A little bit easier whenever it's one-on-one. Dude, it also helps if you, like, play intelligently. That would be next level. I'm gonna say, is he breathing fire? That's kind of ideal. But yeah, no, this is also with a bonfire aesthetic. So like, I'm not making it easy on myself for sure. So these are New Game Plus. Although I guess I'm close enough to the end of this that like, I'm probably about the level I would be if I fought them on New Game Plus anyway. But like I said, that was all in an effort to get the covetous Gold Serpent Ring +2. And now we have it. So I guess we can go fight those dogs if we really want to. Let's see if we can janky angle this where we can see them. Dark fog. Let's see if you can poison dogs, he said, unfortunately. No, I'm just streaming for fun. I'm not necessarily... honestly, I stream to make, like, weird content for my YouTube videos. Like, this is more of a just, I might as well stream the games I'm playing for content anyway. So, I'm mostly just out here having fun. Not too concerned about it in the long run. Okay. Let's see. What's next? Do we just go back? You know, I think we might as well level up once. Why not? Yes, until hope is fully withered. Thank you. Okay. Yep. Kind of doesn't matter where we put our levels. Like, how much was it to level up again? There was a quicker way to do that. 13K. There's no way the stuff I have is... There's no way I have enough poppables to get a 13K. Yeah. That might get me like 3. You know, I had just talked about it, and I think we might go check and see. Oh, I'm from Georgia, the state, not the country. I pretty much grew up like right outside of Atlanta my whole life. Still live somewhat in that area. Okay. Let's see. Well, probably don't want to use a dagger. The smelter sword would be kind of a cool swap out. The Pursuer Ultra Great Sword's always a vibe. A scaling on the warped sword. I don't know. I think I'd rather slide towards strength just because things scale better with strength than they do with anything else. The gargoyle biting. The halberd. Roaring halberd, which we like. We could go reapers. Actually, I guess I'd probably rather... Oh, someone rated my message. I guess we'd probably rather do the chariot lance just because the lances are really good. Dragon Rider Twin Blade. The Spotted Whip. Ah, yes, the Seaman of Dong's Soul. And then some other stuff. You know what? I'm interested in doing the chariot lance. Why not? And we've already traded for one for these, so we are good on that end. Okay. Feeble cursed one. Do you really think the majesty of my spells will blah blah? Okay. Run back real quick. Like I said, we've got 2 soul vessels, and like I said, I think I am going to respec before we go into the DLCs, so this is just set up for that. Yeah, let's reinforce the... Oh, we just don't have any chunks. That tracks. The chariot lance. We have 28 petrified dragon bones, so... And as needed, we could buy the couple that we would, in theory, be missing from Cloanne, so... If you make it back. Yeah, yeah. Alright, Thor. Okay. Well, I guess we're setting back up for what we were doing, so... Let's see. Not that I think we're going to need to use melee, but there's that. We need the Watch Dragon Parma back. We will need to wear the Symbol of Avarice. Put back on the Prisoner's Tatters. We got all that going for us now. And then switch to our newly acquired Golden Silver Serpent Ring, or Covetous Golden Serpent Ring +2. And then we've got 11 coins, and so that's about as good of item discovery as we're going to get. So, barring, again, bonfire ascetics. Okay. Back to the mines. Like I said, it is fun to grind the enemies to drop the thing you need to give to the Covenant next to where the Covenant is. So at least we got that going for us. Alright. 5 minutes. Yeah, I was about to say, I had said I'm from Georgia, the state, not the country. Grew up and still live like on the outskirts of Atlanta. So there we go. Oh, smooth and silky stone. Damn it. Okay. Well, at least we're not fat rolling. All right. He did not drop us anything, but that's fine. Oh, we need to go back and join the Covenant. Ah, crap. All right. Holy, I didn't just kill those dudes. I was like, wow, we're dealing a lot of damage. Yeah, we're dealing a lot of damage because I'm not in the Covenant I need to be in. Crap, that means we wasted a rusted coin. Oh, no. I wish there was a way to check that. Like that. Well, I mean, I guess, you know, no point in fully wasting it. Might as well check the sorceress. Or dragon charms. We're cool with that. Ooh. She big Angie. There we go. Like I said, I just don't want to have to bonfire ascetic this area. Like, I will if I have to, but really? Like, this is all stuff I'm selling to Goblin, not necessarily holding on to anyway, so. Let's see what she dropped us. Ah, another hood. Alright. Well. Let's go join the Covenant so I don't accidentally despawn the enemies I'm trying to grind. Oof. A Dark Knight Stone. Yeah, definitely. Lord knows the last time that I bonfire aesthetic anything, it did not go smoothly. That being said, again, at this point, I don't think we necessarily need to. Lord knows I don't want to. Dude. So, I mean, like I said, I'm mostly just playing this for fun, getting the recordings so that I can, like, make videos and stuff. This particular playthrough is admittedly more of just I wanted to play Dark Souls 2, and I've already done multiple series of Dark Souls 1. And I was like, it's time to do Dark Souls 2. It's fine. Plus, there's like content I haven't actually played in this game, so it just seemed like a good fit. But like I said, most of this is so that I can make like YouTube videos and stuff like that. I will probably end up making like a video about getting all the achievements in this game and kind of talking about the experience. So that may not be the first thing that comes out, but I'll make it eventually. Admittedly, like I said, we finished the footage and I'm still scripting my Stardew Valley couch co-op competition video. And then I am almost done with the runs for my Bloodborne like lore thing. I'm still working on the research for it, and I've still got a little bit of other like minor work to do, but working on that on the YouTube side. And I'm still admittedly, most of my like content currently is shorts, because I take clips from streams of me just playing games I like and turn them into shorts, and people seem to like them. I was about to say that's how Turtles found me, and like happy they came and hang out and like just having a good time. Okay, well, there's that. Well, we got him to drop a smooth and silky stone. Plus, a lot of the like art and stuff that I wanted to do myself for the channel. So like it's all just kind of me trial and erroring it. I don't have I have a background in like theater and performance and like improv and stuff like that, but I'm like relatively tech savvy, so I'm not like completely blind whenever it comes to stuff. I do tend to just kind of brute force technology with like, I will try this until it works. And so that's kind of how I ended up setting up this stream and putting like the banners and all the little stuff I have, you know, on the screen itself. But as far as like stream itself, I mean, don't get me wrong, I think everybody's like, if I could, I didn't go kill the other one. I think everybody's like, you know, if this takes off and I can do this as my full-time job, like who wouldn't love that? But like that's not my goal per se. Like I said, one of the content creators I look up to is the professor at community college, or the professor from Tolarian Community College. If you watch any like Magic the Gathering stuff, yeah, you're probably right. I do need to go through and like, probably once I actually like make like the major stuff, I'll probably sit down and just have that rolling at one point. That way, like my main channel videos are my main channel videos, and then the VODs are separate. But when I first started the channel, that was kind of, you know, what I had going for it. So I wasn't too worried about it. But yeah, once I get more into like the actual like video production side, I'll separate it out. It'll probably just be called Lumbus. So yeah, like I said, I would rather make everything myself, just because it's fun for me to learn and kind of get the experience, and then, you know, eventually, like I said, if it ends up looking professional. I guess I've trial and errored my way into it looking good on my own. Let's see. Also, just because this is casual, I'm not necessarily looking to like spend money or buy anything for the channel, and I'd kind of rather make stuff myself just because I'm due to be a dad at some point in the next couple of months. So need to kind of save as much money as I can. This is more of a fun passion project than I'm trying to be the perfect like YouTuber, content creator kind of person. So yeah, thanks. Like I said, my wife's been on the channel a few times. Or like I said, the couch co-op Stardew thing I was talking about, we did together, and in that series, we kind of announced that like end of June, beginning of July, streams may become a little more sparse than they already are. But like I said, I'll have more time and more sleep deprivation to be able to like edit videos. So I'm planning on making more like content rather than just posting VODs. And so that'll probably be one of the times whenever I sit and actually like set up a second channel and have the VODs all on one thing, and then, you know, the everything else on my like main channel. But we got a couple months, so we're just gonna keep rolling with what we've got, and then once that switch happens, that's what'll happen. Like I don't know how often, like it might be a whole thing where I might even transition into doing like straight challenge run video kind of things and just streaming as I can, versus it, just because I know that that's fairly popular in like the Souls community and stuff, and I've got ideas for some like challenges and goofy stuff. But like I said, I also wouldn't mind like focusing on lore and talking about like speculation for lore stuff, just because I'm a huge fan. But like I said, the issue with that is I would rather use my own B-roll for like stuff, so like playing the game does make it easier, and so it's a whole thing. It's all ideas. Yeah, and I was about to, like I said, I did a Dark Souls 1 archery only run just as like because it was like a challenge I wanted to do. I think I'll probably do an archery only run of this game and 3. Yeah, I was about to say, if I don't, like I said, I don't actually use Discord a whole lot, but if you want to follow me on my Instagram, I don't mind giving a follow back, and if you have stuff over there, or like Twitter or Bluesky, but I know Instagram's usually a little bit easier for art. Let's see. But yeah, I think because I've also played a lot of Balatro on the channel, I think. And just because the thumbnails aren't the same, but they're similar enough, I wonder if my Balatro like runs that I've kind of clipped down and edited a little bit more wouldn't get more views if they weren't like, you know, sandwiched between like other Balatro videos or like other streams. So I have kind of wondered that. But I mean, I have a video that hit like over, I have like a 15-minute video that hit like over, you know, 1,000 views, and I've got a couple shorts that have cracked 5K and stuff like that. So like, it's out there. People are watching. And like I said, I do think you're right that like actually having a second VOD channel is going to be better in the long run, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot to like reset everything and like download all the videos, because like I don't have like a 200 terabyte hard drive to have retained all the videos I've posted. But like I said, that might be something I need to do. I am gonna have to go in and download a bunch of like my Bloodborne videos anyway, so I can, as mentioned, make the lore video I want to make anyway. So it's just doing it. And Lord knows I am a procrastinator at heart. I really did myself dirty in high school by being smart enough to get by and never studying or like actually like regimenting how I do things. So, you know. Still nothing. All right. Oh yeah, no. If procrastinating was a skill, man, I maxed out that skill a long time ago. Like, me doing a science project for the science fair the night before the science fair until like 3 a.m. when I was like 7 or 8. You know, if that wasn't a dead ringer for, yeah, this kid's probably going to write all of his papers the night before they're due his whole life, you'd be right. You'd be wildly correct. That is an insane predictor. I don't know. Something about the pressure of getting something done does kind of, I feel, brings out some of my like best work. So like there's that. But that is kind of the concern about making content for this kind of thing. Right? Like if I was lucky if I wasn't doing my homework like in homeroom and like it was due first period. So like the fact that I did it the night before was shocking enough. But yeah, I definitely got plenty of conversations from my parents were like, it is 2 a.m. How long have you known about this paper? It was like a while, like just let me do this. Like, we're going to bed. And it's like, okay, I'll be here. See you when you wake up in like 4 hours. I already knocked that dude out. It has probably been more than 5 minutes, so it's probably time to blow another rusted coin. Don't take that out of context. All right. Crank that coin. Yep. Like I said, at least we've taken out all the crystal lizards, so that's something. Dude, I swear, these dudes, like, I just don't think they're allowed to drop me anything. Like the dude standing here in this pit, I just don't think they're allowed to. Ugh. I'm about to say, I think there is a way to like do like individual clips and stuff like that for streams, but fair enough. Yeah, that's fine. I'm about to say wherever. Okay. Still nothing. All right. Uh-oh. Hang on. Did my camera randomly disconnected? Give it 1 second. Who knows? It's fine. That was very weird. No worries. It does that, luckily. I don't know why it does that. It's, to be fair, this camera was like $45 on Amazon. It was just better than using my phone. So, like, I'm willing to deal with a little bit of jank. Like, it's fine. I wish I cared more about photography, because then I could probably justify investing in, like, a DSLR or anything like that. But, like, you know. But, yeah, I had my phone freak out a couple of times, and I used to use my phone as a webcam, but, like, it just was inconsistent, and I ended up losing a lot of footage and stuff using my phone. So I was like, I'm just going to spend I had like a $50 Amazon gift card. Was just like, this is fine. Yes, there is definitely enough jank in the game already. I don't need to add it to the stream itself. But, you know, it's kind of the charm. Not everything's going to be perfect, and that's A-okay by me. All right. If every pork chop were perfect, we wouldn't have hot dogs. To quote Steven Universe. Okay. this is starting to really sink into being soul crushing. Like, good lord. Like, we need to get at least some kind of drop in the next, like, run or two, or else I'm gonna lose my friggin' mind. Well, he dropped something. So, maybe me complaining was the secret. It usually is with video games. If I'm really looking for a specific drop. Crap. Oh, that's on me. That is on me for speaking it into the world. Stuff to give to the crows. Like I said, it's a 50-50 on what it drops, just because drops from these enemies are already kind of rare. So, yep. Lordy Lou. Yeah, quick, complain more. Yeah, I appreciate the follow. Like I said, I'll follow back. You know, it's times like these. All right. Scooby-doo-boobity-boo-boobity-boo. All right. All right, give me a sunlight medal this time. Come on. Don't make this sadder than it needs to be. All right. Yep. Like I said, this is the only, like, truly tedious thing we have left to do. Everything else is, like, fun runs where we're, like, you know, working toward bosses and going through areas and everything else. It's just this. Like, ugh. Damn it, dude. Okay. Yep. I really spoke it into existence. That, like, that's just gonna be real unfortunate for me. Okay. Dude, come on. Alright. Like I said, if we run out of rusted coins here, I probably will suck it up and go back to grinding the falconers. Like, just because, like, grinding this area is slowly going to drive me absolutely insane. He dropped something. Dude. I've lost that coin flip 4 times now. Good Lord above. Okay. Okay. Nope. Hey, 70K. Just in time to miss the sex number. Okay. Plus, I think if somebody actually watches these VODs where, like, or, I mean, you know, mercy on you turtles for hanging out with me. But, yeah, if somebody has to sit and watch 3 hours of me just running back and forth in the mines, I think they might lose their mind as well. I don't want to do that to people. So, we might switch it up a little bit, just to switch it up a little bit, you know? I don't know if I'll go back to the campsite, just because New Game Plus that campsite is terrible. Yeah, I mean, we're already kind of in, like, a groove. Like, this is rough. But to be fair, when we actually come here for New Game Plus, we are going to be scooting through, trying to get through as quickly as possible, because, like I said, we just need to beat the big 4, and then have access to Strayed, and then beat the game again, and then we just need to get our soul memory, We need to collect 1 million souls, which would be really easy, I imagine, on New Game Plus Plus. And then make it into the castle, or into Drangleic Castle to talk to Welliger, and then we should be able to finish everything. It's just doing it. It's just getting through and doing it. Ugh. Like I said, as soon as we're done with this grind, like, it's all sunshine and roses after that. It's just this grind. And yes, by the way, we have not found a single sunlight metal in the hour we've been streaming. So, mind you, that first hour was a couple runs over here, me realizing that I could make things slightly easier on myself, and then that New Game Plus gargoyles. Which, I guess, actually, yeah, we probably won't even fight gargoyles in our New Game Plus run. Just because there's not really a whole lot of point of going over there. I don't really intend to do anything over there. And we, like I said, we really just need the souls of the big four. Hey, Mike, I appreciate the follow. Thanks, man. You're a legend. Alrighty. Let's see. Hop in, hop out. I need like a 5-minute timer so that it's easier to track when my rusted coin runs out. Okay. Okay. Pretty close. If I could get everybody chatting at once, that would probably make a huge difference. But like I said, not terribly concerned. I think I've had 3 or 4 people watching all at once. It's just not, you know. I mean, I think my average viewership is like 0.8 or something like that. So, like, it's fine. Like I said, I'm out here streaming because this is fun, not because I'm like trying to gather a following or anything like that. You know, whatever. I just like to hang out with fun people like yourself, Turtle, and trying to get the hype flowing. You know. I just like playing video games, and this is better than talking to myself. Even though sometimes I am just talking to myself, but you know, that's neither here nor there. All right, come on, man, give me some. Come on. Nope. All right. Take out Big Chungus up here. All right. Alright. Alright, big papa. Come on. Nothing. Alright. I do believe it's been... I think maybe we try one more. I think we go for one more. You know, you're more than welcome to keep that one. I do think I've said it before, but you know what? I'm willing to gift it to you. You are more than welcome. I'm also like one of those people that like I'll be watching a TV show and I'll respond to the characters as if I am in the show, and my wife will look at me like I'm insane. So, like, are you talking to me? No, I was talking to the TV. What? Like, I just like theater. I like performing. Well, we're gonna have a pretty tight night shard collection. At least that's going for us. Man. Yeah. There we go. Still nothing. I guess I prefer the smooth and silky stones to finding nothing. Because at least the smooth and silky stones are fun. Okay. Dark Souls 2 is just not cooperating with me today, and that's fine. That's part of it, I guess. All right. Give to him one more again. 10 bucks at the smooth and silky stone, because I just said clearly 100%. The crows are not kind to me. Nor do they have any reason to be honest. They don't like me. It's just part of it. Another smooth and silky stone. I've again have lost that have clearly lost that coin flip now 5 times, which is just awesome. I do genuinely think you may be right. The crows are more concerned about getting their pieces. Are you kidding? 6 times I've lost that coin flip now. Yeah, the crows are much more concerned about designing their nest than me actually getting to leave this godforsaken place. Okay, I think one more run and then we might go try it in the Shaded Woods, just because we gotta have some kind of change up here. I'm gonna go crazy if I actually have to sit here like this forever. Go spend half an hour doing it over there and see if that yields any better results with our max item finding skills. Yeah, you know, not to quote Han Solo, but you know, never tell me the odds. Mostly because it makes me sad, not because I don't appreciate it. It's just that it makes me sad. Come on. There we go. Our first sunlight medal. Oh my good lord. We finally won a coin flip. Yay. Oh my god. 1. I think that gives us 5. Or did that give us 7? I can't remember how many we got last stream. Ugh. Brutal. Huh? I was like, there's no way they're going to give us 2, right? There's no way they could give us 2 back-to-back. Is that 7? Do we have 7 now? We have 7. You're very right, Turtles. Thank you for keeping track. Good, sweet Lord above. Like I said, this grinding does not help my nicotine addiction. All right. Well, sunk cost fallacy. Does that mean we stay here? Oh, God. This is not how I wanted to grind 100k souls. Actually, I think, we had like 30 whenever we left Majula. So, not quite 100k, but still. Come on, come on. Nope. All right. Take down this nerd. And of course, he's probably going to give us another... Oh, he gave us a smooth and silky stone. Everyone's just giving me the stones. Which, like... Okay. Like I said, make the crows happy. I do genuinely think they're influencing the RNG at this point. You're probably right. Alright. Alright. Let's go, mate. Nothing. Lovely. Aye. I'm losing my fucking mind here. That was out of pettiness, but still. Alright. Yeah, like, I think that's what kills me. We're not even a third of the way there. Like, oh my god. I'm slowly going insane. This has been across 3 streams now, like, good lord. Mind you, we've done a couple other things in between then and now. This is probably the first stream where I'm like really dedicating, like, this is gonna be the whole stream until we're done kind of thing, but good lord. Man, hey, he didn't even drop us anything. He's like, nah man, you polished all your luck out of here. I don't know why I jumped, I just felt like jumping. Wee. Insanity might make it easier, to be honest. I mean, so I've realized a flaw with doing this all on stream. Another Smooth and Silky Stone. God damn it. Usually, when you're grinding in games like this, you just say screw it and put on some music in the background and you just kind of vibe and zone out. I can't really zone out because like I need to focus. I need to like be somewhat entertaining. And like, good lord, that is a minor downfall on how I would usually do this, but it's all for the art. Doing it for the art. All right. Okay, come on. Give me one more Sunlight Metal so I can at least feel like this wasn't a gigantic waste of time. Okay, come on. Come on. Drop me something. Alright. And once more into the breach. Like I said, honestly, all this is just me practicing speedrunning strats. Because, like I said, I'm getting better at like another Smooth and Silky Stone. Because of course, I'm practicing my stamina management while running. So, yep. What I need to do is start using bino boosting and just really take it to the next level. I mean, I guess I could have like a headphone in or something, but like I feel like I would get distracted, or I would start singing the song and get copyright struck. One of the two. You know. I should probably find some like generic elevator music and just put it on in the background of stream. Because that's starting to be how it feels. Come on. Damn it, dude. Come on. Give me something to work with. This guy. Feel kind of bad for him, admittedly. He's just doing his job, you know? All right. Oh, I am too close to him. I'm gonna say he's gonna throw his dark orb, and it's gonna be painful. No item. All right. Lo-fi beats to beat your head into your desk with. Two. Not with, but two. You know what I mean. Okay. Good, sweet God above, please. Like, ooh, that was foolish of me to have hit a button. Alright, this guy seems to be our mule this run. Alright. Oh, he dropped us something. More Titanite shards. Well. It's just to add to the collection. Alright. And appropriate stamina management. Because like I said, another stream I'd like to do, maybe once this is over, maybe not, just depending. I wouldn't mind doing a I can't end stream until I beat Dark Souls 1. So like it's not really a speed run because like I'll probably still die. I mean, I'm much better at Dark Souls 1 than I am at Dark Souls 2, but I will still probably die, and I'm okay with that. And I don't necessarily want to use glitches or anything to get through the game, but I would love to see like how quickly I can beat it. I feel like 3.5 hours isn't too crazy of a metric to set. Again, mostly just depending on what I'm leveling up and what I'm grinding for. However, Dark Souls 1 is definitely the game that I am the most likely to just be like, I know this game well enough, and then I build like a total glass cannon. So there's that too. But like I said, I would be interested to see how quickly I can beat it, and then maybe like depending on how long that takes, it might be worth doing like a how quickly can I defeat all the bosses, and then like do that with like Dark Souls 2 and stuff like that. I need to see that. That sounds super awesome, actually. I like, admittedly, part of the reason why I have like, I'm not necessarily trying to like ape Doug's like layout, but he kind of was my inspiration for how the way my stream looks, for sure. Because like me in the corner just like playing the game with like the game itself framed a little bit with the text on the bottom. Very Doug coded, because I absolutely adore his content. He is so funny. But no, I definitely need to look at that, because that's awesome. Although I am sort of concerned about his singing prowess, admittedly. I've heard Doug sing it. I don't know how great it was. Who all was singing it? I mean, I can't imagine Parkser being super up for that. Was like Barry in there, and like I'm trying to think of who else would be like musically inclined enough of like Doug's crew. All right, there we go. Yeah, so I mean, like I think 3.5 hours is probably ambitious. But I think I could probably do it, because admittedly most of what I'm like, the biggest time sink is just getting places, right? Like I know the like how to like set up a build quickly enough to be able to deal enough damage to do the things I need to do. That being said, I feel like it would probably, my problem would be just beating the game. Is it faster to just, grind it out and get as many like copies of Soul Spear as you can as quickly as possible? Or is it worth it to like actually do a little bit of the DLC to get Darkbead? If I wanted to do that side, like a magic only run as quickly as possible. That seems to me like the quickest way to do it, but that being said, I mean, there is something to be said about me just going like full Zweihander mode and like crushing it that way, because that is usually my weapon of choice in that game anyway, so I am super familiar with it. But like I said, I've probably beat Dark Souls 1 20-30 times now. So like it is probably the game I have beaten the most that's not a Pokemon game at this point. I mean, I guess that depends entirely on what you would call beating Stardew Valley. Because I don't know, even then, I think I've only maybe like gotten to a point that I would consider beating Stardew Valley, meaning like finishing the community center. Probably only done that like 10 or 11 times. Maybe 12. I don't know. But because I've done it co-op with my wife a few times, and then I've done it on my own a few times. If you're talking about getting to perfection, I've only technically done that twice. Well, no, I guess I've done it 3 times. So, again, that just depends on what your metric of beating, air quotes, beating Stardew Valley is. But so, I mean, honestly, it's just more about what your moveset preference is. I know the Claymore, I've just never because I feel like this Zweihander has better reach. But you don't, the Claymore isn't as stats intensive to use. So, I definitely see the argument for both. I just prefer the Zweihander because the running attack is the overhead slam that pancakes enemies. And I find it easier to do, crowd control with that. But, I mean, again, the Claymore is also a super solid weapon. I've done at least one run with the Claymore and had fun. My first, true bonk build was just Claymore was just Zweihander City, and like it kind of became like a I'm just playing this game for fun default weapon. That being said, you know, if the RNG gods do fall in such a way that we get like, you know, the Black Knight Halberd or something like that, we would obviously go with that just because I've actually done like hard resets to try to get the Black Knight Halberd just to do a run with it as my primary weapon. And that ended very quickly. Like, I think that might have been my fastest, Ornstein and Smo run. Like, I think I beat them in like less than a minute because I think I had the Black Knight Halberd at 4 or something like that, at like +4, and it was just in, out, done. Like, it was so quick. As it turns out, the Black Knight weapons are insanely good. And, I mean, to be fair, I guess I proved that on the channel, too, at one point or another, because most of the randomizer run, I used the Black Knight Greatsword, and it was pretty solid. That being said, I can't remember. There's a way to do move swap on remaster. I know it's way easier to do it on like original patch, like or Prepare to Die. So like, there's that to be said of it. I would love to do some like move swap shenanigans too, because like people will. If you don't know what move swap is, basically you do like a run, a jump, and a roll while switching your weapon and two-handing another weapon, and it causes your right-hand weapon to have the move set of the weapon you have in your left hand. And so people will basically give like the Dragon's Tooth or something like that the moveset of a rapier. So again, it applies all the damage effects and DPS of the Dragon's Tooth, but like the rapier's R2 is a like, it's like 3 hitboxes or something like that really quickly. So imagine 3 really quick hits from a Dragon's Tooth. Like, you're going to deal an obnoxious amount of damage. And so I've seen it in like speed runs and stuff like that. If you're into like speed run content for these games, I highly recommend Tomato Anus's video. Yes, his name is Tomato Anus, all one word, spelled like the 2 separate words just together. But I genuinely think he's super funny, and his coverage of like Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 like speedruns and Bloodborne speedruns has been videos that I find myself coming back to every once in a while, admittedly. Oh my god. At what point do you just not aggro on to me anymore? It's like, you know what? He seems like he's doing a thing. Maybe we just let him do his thing. Or she, they, whatever. I'm not going to assume this character's gender, per se. I imagine being undead probably really zonks the libido. So, well, we've got a cute almost 140,000 souls, so I think we do one more loop, and then I think we go try to deal with falconers for like half an hour and see where that gets us. Every time I'm willing to leave is whenever it decides to give me another medal, and I'm like, maybe we stay one more round, come on, and then the sunk cost fallacy and everything, but this time I mean it. Alright. Bro. Thank you. Didn't drop anything for us. I don't really care about big guy. Like I said, do we have... I know we have like 3 levels in us. Which like is the one benefit of doing this. Like at least we are going to level up a little bit more. Alright. Let's run back around. Oh, he followed us. Well, let's put him out of his misery, I guess. There we go. That way you don't have to walk all the way back. That seems, you know, like a fair trade. Okay, time to go look at some janky run cycles that make me laugh. Although I guess technically we should probably go back to Majula and use these souls just in case, because Lord knows I'll die to falconers out of nowhere. Please step through my staff. Until hope is fully withered. Yeah. Actually, I just realized we might want to go look about, yeah, we did have 3 levels in this. You know what? We need a little bit more strength, because why not? I think I'm actually missing a, here, hang on. I need to look into that. I think we may be missing a Sublime Bone Dust level up. Let's see. Sublime Bone Dust, Dark Souls 2. Let's see. I zoomed in really far on this because I was sneaking pictures for the announcement meme that I posted. Let's see. So is it just the 5? Yep, No Man's Wharf. Got her. Shaded Ruins we got. Or Shaded Woods we've got. Shaded Ruins, Bonfire, there's a window. Yeah, no, we got that one. Drangleic Castle, when you first enter, go left the big stairs through an alcove. Turn your left, we got that one. Okay, so no, it was just +5 is the best we can do. Okay, so never mind. I was wrong about that, and I'm super okay with it. That means our Estus is as good as it's going to be. Okay, let me click back into OBS. Alrighty. Well, what would have been funny is if we had died here. Like I said, let's go to Shaded Woods. That way I at least look at a different environment for a little bit. Because slowly losing my mind here. I can't believe we've only found one. Like, oh my god. This is brutal. Yeah, and for this we'll use the feather. Alright, max item discovery. Come on. Okay, we're one-shotting these dudes at least. Almost. I guess it was because that guy was running. Nope. Hey, bro. Okay, he dropped something. A sunlight medal. Oh my god. Ugh. Yeah, I really hate that they can shoot 2 arrows back to back. That's just brutal. There we go. Well, this is already technically going better. At least we've gotten 1. 8 sunlight medals. Oh, that's right. I used the aged feather. We need to actually, like, rest so that we can reset things. Hey, look, the build we wanted to do. But unfortunately, we killed our weaponsmith. So. Ugh. Oh my god. Just go down. Thank you. Item. No item. Okay. Okay. Dude. Come here with your goofy run cycle. Item? No item. Nope. How long does it take us to run all the way back? Is it worth it to use a thing here? Yeah, I guess this takes about as long as it did to run back previously, so. Alright. Let's try with a rusted coin. See if that makes all the difference. Alright, so it is 120, almost 129. So, bro. I had to stare that one in the face, so. Okay. Golden Falcon Shield. Thunder Cougar Falconbird. Had to get a headshot on us. Alright. No items from him. Okay. And this guy. Jesus. Alright. Dork. Yep. Bubkus. Alright. Alright. Rest. Okay, so it's about a minute to run up there and run back. So we got like 5 runs in us worth. Still no sunlight metal. Alright. Don't know where this guy's aiming, but we'll put him out of his misery. Alright. Don't jump out of the way of my spells. Old turd. Not this nerd. You could at least have the common decency to drop me an item. Come on. You have way more stuff in your drop table. Like, come on. All right. All right. This big floppy tongue thing. Good lord. Take him out. No item. Jesus. Him out. No items. Okay, no item. Is this more or less souls than the loop we were just doing? You know what? You get the katana. How about that? Okay, come on. Sunlight metal. Ugh. 9 of 30. Okay, this might be slightly better. Alright, yeah. Here we go. E. Alright. Like, Falconer's gloves. Damn it. Alright. Didn't drop anything. Okay. Sir. Alright. Falconer armor. Let your boy toy take all the damage for you. Alright. Nope. Okay. I believe that's the end of our rusted coin time, so we will pop another one when we get over here. Okay. Hop. Yep. Rest at the bonfire. Reset all the boys. Flip around. Get a move on. Hit 'em up. Hit 'em up. Okay, and this time we just hit 134. So around 139, we will be ready to go. No items. God, I wish we did just like a little bit more damage. Falconer helm, of course. Why not? This dork. No item, right? No item. And he dropped something. Come on, Falconer armor. God damn it. All right. Running back. Okay, almost out of stamina. Back up. Let's see. Okay. Yep. We're getting about 4 runs per coin, so I'll try to keep that pace up. Okay, he didn't feel like dropping anything for us. Fine. We'll see. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't imagine grinding this for all achievements without having some kind of like item duplication glitch like in Dark Souls 1. Like, dude, this would be brutal. Another sunlight medal. Okay, we're a third of the way there finally. Jesus. Okay. There we go. Ugh. 10 out of 30. Again, I don't know if this is necessarily better, but I don't think it's worse. So, we will press on with what we've got. Damn it. I love wasting time. We have a time-sensitive goal. That is the wrong direction. Cool. Alright. You son of a bitch. No items for one bow. Okay. Bro. Alright. Zero drops that time. Lovely. Okay, watching our stamina. Rest at the bonfire. And we're running. Almost fell. Regain some stamina to be able to attack this nerd. No items for us. No items. Okay. This guy. Of course, he dropped an item as he jumped away from us. Not useful. No item. No items. Okay. Well, that's a bummer. Oh, hey, yeah, no worries. I was about to say we've gotten, doing this cycle, we've gotten 3 more. So we're at 10 of 30. So it's happening. It's all coming together. Just a sweet third of the way there. It's all coming together. Again, I don't know if this is technically better or worse. It's just the odds of it dropping, or there are just more enemies that could drop it, I guess. There we go. Ugh. Okay. There we go. And no items for Wumbo. Alrighty. Yeah. Ooh. Feeling froggy today. Alright. So just kind of got the vibe of these nerds down. Alright. Nope. Okay. Alright. Run, 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 run. Sit at the bonfire. Stand up from the bonfire. Okay. Run, 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 run. And this dork again. I would say I just want to see if I can kill him with the R2. You can't after hitting him with the Dark Orb, obviously, but item? No item. Okay. All right. Like I said, it's only slightly maddening. My guy wants to dodge today. We'll support him in his endeavors. Okay. No items. Good lord. All right. I swear, it's like the game catches on to what I'm trying to do. And then it's like, change it, change it, change it. Alright. I think we, like, animation canceled that because we were still technically dropping and I hit the button at the right time. Like, I guess if we were going for maximum efficiency, that's what we should technically be trying to do, but Lord knows I'm not good at actually doing what I'm trying to do in a... Still nothing. All right. Well. And then he wanted to fully take every Dark Orb we could throw at him, so that's super cool for us. No point in needlessly taking damage. Bro. Like, just go down. Okay, no items. Okay. Do-de-do-do. Do-de-do. I'm losing my... Am I sitting on top of the bonfire? Nice. I don't think I've seen that before. Well, alright then. Blast him. Oh, you jumped behind a rock, you tool. Oh yeah, that's how I prefer to take in bonfires. You know, butt first. Keeps your giblets all nice and toasty. Can't complain. Bro. Thank you. Nothing. Much appreciated. Let's let this douchebag send some arrows into a wall. Still nothing. Okay. At least we no-hit that run. So that was fun. I let my stamina drain all the way, so it's going to take me a minute to get back into the swing of it. Alright. I think it's probably time for another coin. I don't feel like I'm getting as many souls as I was with the other route. Again, not what we're grinding for, but... I forgot to use a coin, so that's on me. Okay. Ow. What a bastard. Yep. Dude, y'all could drop something at least. Come on. Ugh. Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. I had to say, we're mostly just doing this. We're mostly running at this point just because, like, dear God, the amount of time we have spent. Like I said, I deeply wish we dealt just like an eensy bit more damage. But to be fair, I did blow a bunch of levels on into health and stuff like that. So like, it's on me. I probably could have gotten that eensy bit more damage if I had, you know, put the levels into this. Because Lord knows we don't need health for this. Dude, y'all could drop me anything. I would appreciate it. Do these enemy drop things? Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. The sheer amount of losing my mind I'm willing to do at this point. Pretty high, apparently. Like, clearly I'm very willing to just sit here and watch myself be an idiot. Hey. Bro. Bro. You could have at least dropped me something if you're gonna be a jerk. Come on. Okay. Ugh. We had a good run where we were getting like... At least we got a few relatively quickly. And now the drought. I swear this game knows what I'm trying to do. One of them dropped literally anything. Okay. It's a falconer helm. It's better than nothing. Okay, we got like one more swipe through, and then we have to use another coin. Once again. Ah, the sit-down animation made me fall off the top of the bonfire. I mean, I guess it's my fault for having a mic hooked up to the system running the game, right? That way it can listen to me. Bro. Get out. Drop me an item, damn it. Come on. Okay. Dork. Didn't drop an item for me. Probably because I called them a dork, you know. I mean, you know, you catch more flies with honey than vinegar. Bro. Huh? Sunlight medal! 11 of 30. There we go. Okay. I think our rusted coin timer went out when that happened. So, like, I'm starting to wonder if the rusted coins are, like, making my item discovery wrap back around to where I'm not finding anything. I mean, I guess we'll get to prove that point shortly, seeing as we are almost out of rusted coins, so. Okay. On the grind to the halfway mark. Let him be a dipshit. No. Bad. Mean. No items. No items. Alright. And on and on. I just love their goofy run cycle. Ugh. Shield. Okay. Alright. Let your doofy friend take a shot to face. And very little honor among falconers in finding. Right. Okay. Sitting again. Running away. Catch this door unawares. And your friend too. No items. Dude, I swear. I genuinely think the rusted coin is making us, like, wrap around with item discovery. Because, like, not having the coin equipped, I think we found more. And to be fair, not having the coin active means we can use the feather to get back to the bonfire faster. Dude. This is absolutely brutal. Like I said, I do think our other route was more souls. It wouldn't shock me, just because I know how, like, the values in this game work. Like, or the values in Souls games work. They are able to wrap around. You bastard. Alright. Sunlight medal! Ugh, 12 of 30. Okay. Dude. If you're gonna be dumb. Yeah, I was about to say, there's no way we're going to get 2 in one run. That's just not how this game works. Yep. All right. We're encroaching on the halfway point, at least. Good Lord. Ugh. Okay. Bail. Don't get caught on the wall, please. Don't put up your shield. God damn it. Alright. Here we go. And your friend, too. Falconer's helm. Shit. Shield. Shit. Alright. Nope. Okay. Miyazaki-san, why? Dude, that was a really delayed bow sound effect. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try to do this time without. Let's see what the rest of the coin's actually contributing. Because we've got 2 left. I missed the stairs. But that means we can use this. I just want to see if that's going to make the timing that much different. You son of a bitch. Okay. Okay. No items for Wumbo. That's fine. God damn it, this guy. Nope. Sunlight metal! 13 of 30. Okay. Yeah, proof that I don't think we actually need to use the rusted coins. Like, I don't know how much of a difference it was making. At this point, I guess we have to sit through a loading screen, but like, whatever. However, this does seem to be happening a lot faster than it was in the mines, so there's that. Bro. Dude. Like I said, just the fact that they can shoot 2 arrows, like back to back, and then 2 arrows takes like a third of my health is insane. Don't you dare block. Ooh, no item. Okay. Items. Nope. Okay. Okay. I need to sit at the bonfire. That is the only issue with the aged feather. I don't know if it's actually saving us time. It just means I don't have to be, like, stamina managing the whole time. Okay. If they're just going to take these to the face, we will gladly provide them. Okay. There's that going. Cool. No items. Okay. Yeah, I think we might try with the rusted coin again. Like I said, we don't have enough, like, evidently, to get us through to 30 anyway. So, fuck it. Might as well use them. And not get stuck on the wall again, please. Alright. Swap back to Estes really quick. Let him be a dipshit. Nice miss, nerd. No items. No items. And they only shoot 2 sometimes. I think that's the most confusing part. Literally no items. Cool. Like I said, what is the rusted coin even doing for us? Rest. Ooh, twin blade. A twin blade user. Darth Maul. When my brain has fully melted. Would you love me if I was a worm? But instead of worm, brain melt. Of course. All right. Sunlight Metal. 14 of 30. Almost halfway. Holy hell. Yeah, the coins are for emotional support, for sure. Lord knows I need it. Okay, well. There's that. Sweet baby Jesus. Falling off bonfires. Okay. Back at it again. Yep, there we go. Ah. Okay. Let him be an idiot. Okay. No items. Bro, be cool. Okay. Yep. No items. Like I said, I know that this wasn't what they intended you to do. Like, they were like, if you're gonna have to do this offline, we're gonna make it really annoying. But like, man, I guess they just weren't thinking people were gonna be playing this game in 10 years. Okay. And I guess to some extent they were technically correct because, like I said, there's just not enough, like, there's not enough, like, player summoning to be had to be able to consistently get sunlight medals. Like, there's no way. Like, I think in Dark Souls 1, I would occasionally, like, I would sit there in front of Quelaag and summon and be a summon so that I could get, like, the sunlight metals you need to get like greater lightning spear before you go into Anor Londo. And that was a trifle in and of itself, let alone. And that was just for 10 of them. So like, I couldn't imagine trying to do this the other way. I mean, I guess if you were like really, if I had planned this out slightly better, it might have been worth just rushing for the Covenant and then trying to do it when I was like relatively low level with like Ruin Sentinels or something. Like a known difficult boss. Like early, but like, man, I don't have the patience for that shit. I didn't plan this that much. I was like, it'll be fine. We'll just grind the enemies. It's not going to be a big deal. Yeah, if I knew then what I know now, we would have done this slightly differently, I suppose. Okay. Let this nerd come out. Sir, you could at least have the common decency to drop me something. Okay. Press on. Yeah. Fall off the bonfire again. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what it is. They're just clean out of restock, you know? Here's our last coin. Ow. Mean. Alright. Sunlight metal! We're halfway! Holy hell. I know. This is a very inopportune time for you to do this, but I do love you. Like I said, I can't wait to say it was all worth it for a miracle that we won't use. Hey. Ooh-wee. Dude, don't block. Just don't. It's super worth it for you to not block. I would appreciate it so much if you didn't block. Okay, no item. Like, at least the items always drop predictably, like, between their legs when they die, so it's not like I have to sit there and watch their whole death animation, but still. Okay. This nerd. There we go. Drop me something. Come on. Be cool. Of course not. But yeah, I mean, you remember whenever we first started this, like, we got like one, and we were here grinding for like a half an hour. So, like I said, at least we have made the adjustments we needed to make this at least a little bit faster. But like, this is brutal. Like, ugh, sweet, salty Jesus. Bastard. Okay, come on. Falcon armor. Yeah, one per stream is untenable, I believe. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think I have 30 more streams of Dark Souls 2 in me, to be honest with you. Like, I like this game, but that's 900, or that's 90 hours of... Not 900, dear lord. That's 90 hours of Dark Souls 2 I've got to put in. Like, total playtime in this game for me is maybe 100, 200 hours. I don't want to spend another 150% of the hours I've played of this game grinding sunlight metals. Ugh. Yeah, there's no way I would want to do like a soul level 1, get all the achievements kind of thing. That sounds like a terrible idea. But I think you could do it. I mean, like, none of the levels are tied, none of the achievements are tied to your level in any way. Just, ugh. Like, ugh. Yeah, judging from this experience, I don't think I'll ever be completing Dark Souls 2 again. Not that I need to, because, you know, I mean, I mostly play games on Steam at this point. But I don't think I'll ever be completing Dark Souls 2 again. So, this would turn me off from ever trying to do this again. Like I said, I imagine that's why you don't see a ton of, like, all achievement speedruns for this. Dark Souls 1, there was, like, a decent community for the all achievement speedrun. But Dark Souls 2, I don't believe so. Probably strictly because of this. I can only imagine. Because, like, speedrunners can get through New Game Plus and New Game Plus Plus. No problem, I'm sure. But, this, I imagine, would suck. Dude. We'd all really prefer it if you would. Just so you know. Cool. Alright. At least he was cool being two-shot this time. Alright. Input, little bastard. Dude. Just go down. Thank you. Like, you're the last one, I don't care anymore, my guy. Okay. We would hit the halfway point and now really hit like a lull with it. So I wonder, because like item discovery can be increased by your like bonfire intensity, does that mean like New Game Plus in general you could have? Like, could you in theory have, like, do you just have better item discovery? I wonder if it's like actually tied to the bonfire intensity or if it's tied to just the Game Plus cycle. That's an interesting metric that I don't know how to look for or at, so. All right, boys, come on. Give me some. All right. I'm about to say, I think our coin has run out, but I'm kind of in the loop with it at this point, so, like, screw it. Whatever. All right. Don't notice me yet. Thank you. I mean, you had to make it worth it a little bit, right? No items for Wumbo. Come on. Yep. Now we're not getting anything. Alright, we're gonna go back to using the feather so that I can take like a 3-second mental break. Who knows, maybe reloading the area also helps with the spawn rates. So. Well, at least he was willing to be dumb this time. Okay. How many times have you beaten it? Not. I've completed it once. Oof. Yeah, I imagine doing this with no item discovery up. Like, Jesus. I'm a more patient man than I is willing to go for it, but that's not me, fam. Cause shit. Yeah, right. So our other option is to go back where I already bonfire ascetic'd in Brightstone Cove, Seldora. Am I desperate enough to do that? Is the key question. That was on me. I hit the wrong button and now he's gonna be annoying. Alright. No such luck with the items. But that's fine. Okay. Bro. Just be done. Thank you. Yep. Dude, still nothing. Okay. Okay. Nope. Like, it just seems like they come in waves, too. Like, Jesus, man. If I get on another wave where I get, like, 2 or 3 in, like, a couple of minutes, I would feel good. Like, good lord. Dickheads. Yeah, they're not even dropping anything anymore, which is, like, just so wonderful. You know what? I'm feeling squirrely. Think we would go make a bad decision. Yep. Good work. Ooh, bad decision time. He did drop something. Falconer's gloves, but he dropped something. Regular. Falconer armor. Hat. Jesus. Drink really quick. Run. Let his health tick down. Oh, dear God. Okay. That was very stupid of me. Yep. All right. Yep. Well, now we're icky. But that's fine. I mean, if this guy's not smart enough to actually do this, we'll just take him out that way, I guess. Pick up our 30k. Let's see. Ah, yes, there is. There is a fool. Lock onto him, please. Thank you. Drop an item. Falcon armor. God damn it. I say we can kill this guy just through this, right? Like. And he dropped an item. Look at us. Sunlight metal. Hell yeah. Okay. It's all been worth it now. Ugh. Get away from me. Get away from me. Bad pig. Bad. I like bacon and all, but like, man, these pigs gotta chill. Let's see if that's enough. Yes, it is. Lovely. Okay, cool. We'll hang out for a second. Let this tick down. Okay. And then we'll go back around this way to handle the other guy. Drink an Estus. aggroed everybody at this point? Except for that one pig. And then the archer over here. Is that close enough? Yes, sweet. Okay, cool. Sweet. Okay, well. We will let him tick down of his own accord. Then go knock down that other sniper tower so that that's not in the way anymore. And then... Mostly because, like, they can just lock onto you from so far away. Falconer's gloves. He did drop an item. Okay, cool. Wow. Okay. Thank you, video game. Really appreciate that. $10 says it's sunlight metal. Pig dropped us something. Smooth and silky stone. Alright. Well, that is a huge bummer that that is up there. But, alas, yeah, the one time we actually need gravity to work in this game. Okay. Alright. We will tackle this the same way then, because that seems to be the safest option. That item is just going to hang out up there and taunt me, apparently. Alright, dude. He didn't drop anything for us. That's fine. This guy. Okay. There's him. Let's see if he dropped anything for us. Nope. Alright. Whip a dark fog on these dudes. Cool. Let this guy be an idiot. There we go. See, he's almost dead. There we go. No item, but that's fine. Holy hell. Jesus. Please drink faster. Thank you. Alright. Take him out. Wait for this guy to be done. Okay. Is there one more? Am I crazy? Or is it just that guy? I hit the tree. Because of course I did. There we go. Did I aggro a pig? I've not aggroed the pigs. Lovely. Well, I wouldn't say this is the fastest grind, but I mean, it is 6 of them. And he dropped us something. Falconer boots. Shit. I get the feeling I might have to reset the area, because that's going to be a pain in the ass. Pig, chill. That pig really wanted to prove his point. Okay. No, that did bring back up these. Okay, whatever. Let's sit for a second. Take out this dork. Of course. Come on, bro. Jesus. No. There we go. Okay. Cool. That guy once again dropped us something out of the kindness of his heart. Whoop. However. Oh, I thought he was dead. He was not. Okay. Holy hell. We're not allowed to pick up that item. Okay. And the visibility is trash in this tent, so. A falconer helm. Alright. We made a pig Angie. Angie pig. Angie pig. Holy shit. That's half our health bar. Real uncool. And okay. Yep. No point in making this guy mad, so it's fine. Real uncool, my guy. However, if you're gonna be dumb. Holy shit. Okay. 2 arrows hit me and I died. I guess I should have poisoned him up there while it was safe and then knocked everything down, but still. Good lord. Oh, this game. Okay. Yeah, right? Like, they have to be tipping those arrows. There's no way. Alright, bro. You're gonna be dumb. I'm glad to take advantage of that. Alright. Once again, our guy in here. Who will be dumb for us, which we appreciate. No items, though. Just vibes. Let's see, that didn't aggro one of the other ones. Hello? Boys? Okay, well at least that one fell this time. Dude, I don't understand how these dudes are just watching spells and shit fly by their heads and just doing nothing about it. Who hit? Oh. No, sir. No, thank you. Would prefer if you didn't. Okay. Still 2 left. There are my souls. Okay. Hey, buddy. Wow, he is just super comfortable with not paying attention to me, which I'm fine with. Okay, let's do this way this time. Since I have a penchant for choking right at the end, huh? Let's get him poisoned. And then break this. Okay. Ooh, big stinky. Hello. There we go. Just in time, actually. Okay. And then we'll go take out the other one. Don't know why both the arrows didn't hit me on that. Not questioning it. Oh, we made a pig angry. Damn it. I don't want to have to kill you, pig. God damn it. Okay. Pig, we could just be chill. We could just be chill, pig. Okay. Good lord. All right, let's go see if our boy up here dropped us anything. He didn't, but that's fine. Okay. So we got the setup again. These are broken down. All the falconers are dead through here. Okay. Where? There we go. I'm like, what am I doing? All right. Once again. Oh, yeah. No, he just isn't done, which is wild to me. He did drop us something. That is not what we want, but at least he dropped us something. Dude, the magic pixel moments in this are starting to really make me question my sanity. Okay, let's see. Why did these reset? Did I not break this one? What the hell? All right, that's fine. Like I said, minor setup. Here we go. Since we know we can just push him off. That's not the correct spell, Derek. Alright. Neither of you had the common decency to drop me anything, so. Bummer. Okay. Come down here again. Damn it. Fucking arrow douchebag. Yep. There we go. No items, because of course. Okay, no items. Actually poison this guy. Try not to aggro the pigs, because I feel bad for them. I'm a humanitarian at heart, you know. And then I guess we need to go I actually need to go break that tower. On my run back to the bonfire. Okay. Yep. We'll do that really quick. Okay, there we go. Alright. Yep. Reset. Yeah. Alright. Okay, and then this time we will not be fooled and let this guy have a magic pixel moment. No, thank you. No item, but still. This guy in the tent. Dark fog for the archers. Dark orb for the not archers. Falconer boots. God damn it. Okay, yeah, our boy in here didn't drop us anything. Okay. Damn it. Fucking archery master over here. Damn it, dude. Jesus. Well, shit. That means the towers go back up. I think we try one more time. If I'm willing to do this one more time. Nope. Well, at least he was cool. Oh god, both of them are in here. Oh god. Okay. And the pig. Not the pigs. I've aggroed so many things now. Damn. Goofy ass walk cycle, motherfucker. You know, if I die to a pig, I feel like that's my fault. What are these pigs made of? Good lord. I'm hitting them with a ghost katana. Smooth and silky stone, because of course. Well, that was a hoot. I think we handle this the same way, where I poison him and just keep an eye out and then knock him down at the end. Just in case. Bro, you're shooting your own platform. I mean, eventually you'll break your platform, I guess. There we go. Nothing. Of course. Lock on to the guy shooting arrows at you. Okay. Ooh. Sunlight metal. 17 of 30. Still want to get the fuck out of here. Dear Lord. Did I say 40? It is definitely 30, thank God. Oof. Yeah, hopefully not 40. It's 30. Thank God. Okay. I think I might not want to keep grinding here. This sucks. Like... But maybe this will up our dark beeness. Just enough. Our dark beeness. To be able to one-shot the nerds on the other side. Alright. It does not level up our dark beeness at all. That is annoying. Okay. Cool, great. Well. And we're back. All right. I'm trying to think who sells rusted coins. Because that was technically making this happen faster. Even if it wasn't a whole lot, like at least it was happening faster. The question is, do I want to ruin another grinding spot? I feel like these dudes are a lot easier to handle than the other dudes. And that may just be wishful thinking, but... Ow. You jerk. Bub kiss. Alright. Ran myself out of stamina again. Yep. Okay. Like I said, I don't think being human actually ups your item discovery in this. But Lord knows it makes me feel better. Like emotionally, so. Hey dude. You can get over yourself and just, like, hurry up. I would love that. Jesus. You know what? Heal for the sake of it. Why not? Alright. On to these boys. Still nothing. Alright. Well, at least we've gotten 10 in one stream. Oof. Worst case scenario, this carries on to Thursday, I guess. Like, good lord. I was not expecting getting these medals to take 6 hours of my life. Much better than one. I will definitely give you that. It is much better than one. Ugh. Okay. Like I said, I just need to figure out... I don't want to go grind enemies for rusted coins so that I can grind other enemies. That feels real backwards. But I'm very willing to use some souls to just buy rusted coins. I might go look that up really quickly, just because it did technically make this happen faster, I think. There's a lot of technicalities and I thinks in there, but either way. Here, 1 second. No. Sit at the bonfire. Good lord. Alright, here. Real quick. Rusted coin DS2. Let's see. Let's see. Rusted coins and things betwixt. Dropped by bellkeepers. 1 behind is 10 trapped in a chest. 10 is shoal of a 5 are sold by natural. When I've already bought those, so. Great. Building before the bridge that Sin breathes fire on. They can be farmed using a bonfire aesthetic at the Tower of Prayer bonfire. Not doing that. Yeah. The only way we can get more coins is to farm them, so that's not gonna happen. Hard pass. Like, just that sounds absolutely miserable. Like, this is already bad enough. But farming to get items so that I can farm just sounds brutal. However, we went through 20 of them, and we're still not even to 20 medals, so we weren't even getting 1 per thing. So, like, are the odds really that worth it? That being said, now, for whatever reason, these dudes are just dropping literally nothing, so. Boys, you at least gotta drop me something. I have so much item discovery on. Good lord. Ugh, alright. Good lord. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I wish we did just like a tickle more damage. Just like a teeny bit. Just a little smidge. Okay. Still no items at all. Like, how is this happening? Am I willing to ruin another grinding spot and make it way more difficult than it needs to be? Because God knows we have plenty of aesthetics. So. You can just make it like bonfire intensity 15. Okay, well, he actually dropped something. Good lord. Come on. Sunlight metal. Hell yeah. Okay, 18. Good god. Yeah, if I could go into Thursday and only need to get 10 more, I feel like I would be much more okay with it. It's just... Yeah, get one shot by oxygen, for sure. Like, I scrape a plant the wrong way and I die. 100%. But my item discovery would be so high, like... Ugh. Oh my god. I don't think it's necessarily worth it, but it's funny to meme. It's like how janky that animation gets. It's fun. Okay, no items. Good lord. Dude, like, with this much item discovery, like, you would think they would drop, like, at least every other guy would drop one item. Even if it was just, like, not the sunlight metals. Even if it was, you know, just, like, their armor or whatever. Like, that feels reasonable. But, like, no. Like I said, what are the chances of the, like, what if you just wanted to have the Falconer set? Like, yeah. Yeah, it's 2 lungs per person, and they're sunlight metals in both of their lungs, right? I think it's up until bonfire intensity 8 that your item discovery increases. Past that, it goes down. I read that on the wiki and on Reddit, so, you know, take that information with what you will, but ooh. Sunlight metal, 19 of 30. Like I said, if we could go into Thursday and only need to find 10 more, I think I could deal with that emotionally. I don't think we've found more than one in a run. Ever. Like, those are abysmal odds. Nice effort, bro. Okay. Ugh. I mean, you're not wrong. My only fear is the everything about that. Like, oh my god. Like, I'm dying, like, not consistently, but, like, annoyingly enough with it at New Game Plus. Like, good lord. I couldn't imagine it being, like, New Game Plus 8, basically. That sounds like absolute suicide. Like, I just feel like my spells won't do anything at that level. Like, oof. I mean, that being said, it's not like I'm ever going back over there, except for to do this. So, you know, I've heard crazier ideas. All right. You know what? Let's try it. Screw it. What's the difference, really? Oh, I have to go actually beat the boss. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go beat New Game Plus Duke's Dear Freya until I have to. I mean, while we're here, we might as well take out the easy ones. All right. Yeah. You know, I cleared out all the ones in Belfry Luna, or in Belfry Soul. Oh yeah, I would be here. You know, with all the item discovery stuff, maybe it won't be terrible to grind for the things, because we got one to drop when we weren't even wearing the item discovery stuff. And because the bonfire intensity is already increased. Maybe? Let's see, Belfry Luna. Especially with the feather, like, maybe? Maybe it won't be too bad. Alright, little guy. Look, I'm sorry to do this, but, like, I need you to give me your lunch money. Okay. He did not feel like giving me his lunch money, so... You know, I see why people call this game is piss easy spell. Oh. Okay. Dude, kind of don't want to deal with you. Ah, real Moonlight Blade. Tit for tat. Ooh. Yep, shit. We were really close on that one. A well-fought duel, sir. Ah, and he's wearing the engraved gauntlets. What a bastard. To be fair, all we would have gotten was an awe stone, so like whatever. Alright. And to be fair, we probably would have survived if I hadn't been wearing the fucking mimic head, so life is difficult. And then you're dead, so of those two options. Anyway. Alright. Ooh, rusted coin. There we go. Well, we got one. Like I said, I think I needed like 10, but... Okay. Come on, buddy. Try me something. Is it just like illegal for me to get more than one item that I'm looking for? Little man. Dude, fucking the lock on in this game. Jesus. Come on, you're making me feel bad. I don't wanna just absolutely house little people. That seems unfair. The Bellkeeper's shield. That's what we were looking for, right? I don't remember what's in this chest, admittedly. Alright. No coins. Alright, so we found 2? Or no, we found 1 in the shield. Alright, I guess I'm not mad about Twilight Herbs. And then there was an item on the outskirts over here, right? Yeah. A Skeptic Spice. Lovely. That's what we were looking for. All right. I'm going to ring the bell. Just out of principle. Just because I want to feel pretty. Beedo BB. BB. Skilly dee. I need to actually sit at the bonfire to restore my spellcasts. And then trip on that pot. I always be tripping on pot. Yo. Alright. I was about to say, I think the coins would have fallen off of our inventory. Okay, well we have one, so not like we're about to have a bunch. So which Bob, I guess, is the real question. Bob the Builder, Bob the Bellkeeper Bow, Bob from accounting, the Bobs from like Office Space, Bob from Bob's Burgers. Wow. Okay. Okay. Dude, couldn't have even given us another rusted coin, and out of all of that. No, it just had to be mean to me. Okay. Yep. Uh-huh. Dude, chill out, please. Little guy. My little man. I'm so sorry. Like, thank you for the rusted coin. Yeah, the Bob the Builder definitely has that I will use illegal labor to do what I need to do kind of vibe. Why did I die? What happened? I am confusion. America, explain. Thanks, Obama. I just want to really start to permeate thanks, Obama, back into the lexicon. Yeah, I guess. Like pay your taxes, buddy. Here's a death. Learn from this. Like, okay. Thank you. I love video games. Ow. Sir? Keep your firebombs to yourself. Real uncool. I just don't want to lose 50k. I mean, it's a whole level at this point. That might be what happened. They may have thrown a firebomb and the animation just got weird. Who knows? Another Bellkeeper's Bow. That's what we wanted. Dude, if I could get 5, I think I'll be happy. Bro. Keep your grimy little combo and hands off of me. Let's say I really don't want to run all the way over there and aggro another one. Because these dudes are... They just hit like a truck. Like, I'm so shocked by that. How much damage they actually do. It is brutal. I realize I've said the word brutal a lot in this stream, but god damn it, it's just the only word. Ugh. Great. there another one? I swear, I always... Yes, there's another one. Okay, good. Actually good. I would rather there be another one, because that means we can keep... There's at least one more to try to get another coin. Coin? Coin! Well, now we have 2. Alright, I think we're gonna go hang out with the crows. Give them all the presents they RNG manipulated us to have. And then I think we'll call it a stream. Like I said, that means Thursday, hopefully we'll be able to actually finish this. Like, hopefully. Oh my god. Please, Dark Souls 2. Let it be over. Okay, let's go talk to some crows. It's been a long December, and there's reason to believe maybe this year will be better than the last. Get it? Because we're counting crows. Anyway, ignore me forever, please. No, just leave one at a time. Thank you. At least we got a good rhythm there. Yep, and I used the last one like an idiot. And it healed me. A Dark Knight Stone. A Fire Drake Stone. A Bleed Stone. A Divine Blessing. A Cracked Red Eye Orb. A Dark Knight Stone. A Raw Stone. You know me. Love it raw. A Demon's Great Hammer. Yep. And a Twinkling Titanite. And a Titanite Slab, because that's how Dark Souls 2 works. Especially in this game, like... Because, like, petrification and everything is just insane. Like, it's... Don't get me wrong, it could be worse. They could just treat it like Curse in Dark Souls 1, where it halves your HP, but... Dark Souls 1 also didn't have the incremental HP loss the way that this game does, so... Or the incremental, like, max HP loss because of Curse and everything, the way that this game does. Hey, an Ostone. If we really wanted to grind for the punchy ring, we could, I guess. Like, I wouldn't mind doing a like, no weapons run in this, just because I think it would be fun. It does. It might as well say awesome. Radical Goblin! Make deal with Goblin? Now by make deal, do you mean sell you all the crap I don't care about anymore? Cause that's what's gonna happen. Like all this shitty falconer equipment that I've fucking found. Yeah, we don't need 2 Demon's Great Hammers, so there you go, bud. Yep. I don't think we found any duplicates of things like that. We definitely found duplicate Bellkeeper bows. Don't give a shit about those. Duplicates of these. Yeah, found. Correct. Pillaged, I guess, is the term I would probably aptly use. Alright, where's the shitty falconer sets? Don't need multiple prisoners' tatters. We got another peasant hat, which is like big fun. Okay. I think we found enough of these helmets. Jesus. Okay. Well, if you were ever wondering what I was trying to grind for, I think this ought to sum it up. Good sweet lord. The whole Desert Sorceress set, which I'm actually kind of happy we have all of because it's a funny set. We can sell our lesser golden serpent ring. Okay, no other just like strict buffs in that sense. New. I just realized I might die standing here talking to him. As funny as that would be. What the hell is this thing? Oh, gold fruit bomb. Yeah, I don't care about that. There you go, man. Yep. Not cracking souls for you. Yeah, I think we could lose some of the blue-eye orbs at this point. Probably not ever going to use them, so. Yep. All my spices, my guy. You can have them. Wow, they're 100 apiece. What if I sold like 19 of them? Lots of shards. So to sell to him, yes. Which, like, I don't know why you would. Like, you might as well pop them, but I know that there were a couple of souls that if you fed them to Framped in Dark Souls 1, they were worth more. Okay, that's, I think, 2 levels worth. Thanks, Gavlon. But yeah, just to sell to Gavlon, they're worth that. I know there were a few select souls to sell to Framped that were worth more than they were if you popped them, but I think they thought that was confusing. So they just said screw it and made them all relatively inexpensive to sell to Gavlon. So. Okay. Yeah. Which is at the level at this point. Okay, yeah, I think I might have to pop a soul or whatever. Okay. Because it's like 47 now. Let's see, how much is that? That's only 1,000. Okay. Are we gonna be a little shy? No, okay, good. 47. There we go. Alright. Let's see if this affects our dark Venus. Yeah, here's like 100 for it. Why not? It ups our dark Venus by 1. Dark Venus. Well, I guess we'll set ourselves up for success for next stream. Go back from whence we came. And then, like I said, I think we're going to call it there. It's a stream of almost exclusively grinding. And we still didn't get there. Because, good lord. You know what? I think, for the sake of it, I'm going to put on the Desert Sorceress set because it makes me feel special. So that we can feel pretty. And then we'll call it the Mansions of Judgment. Like, alright, calm down. Where are the swords? Ah, they're there. Yeah. There we go. Got the boobas out. Yeah, no task manager. I mean, it's honestly like the star of the stream just really, like all the light went out of the sails, you know? Or whatever. Ooh. Get our horse girl back. Well, all right. Well, I really appreciate you hanging out, Turtles. It's been nice having someone to kind of bounce ideas off of. It's yeah, I was about to say I'm a Thursday. We'll come back and hopefully finish this finally so that we can actually make progress in the game. Oh, sweet God above, I hope we can finish this, because, God, getting these sunlight medals has been one of the most annoying and tedious things I've ever had to do in a video game. I genuinely think that. And, future me, you can quote me on that. Like, good Lord. But, like I said, yeah, grinding is my favorite. It's the best. It would be different if it was just souls. Like, there's so many easy ways to like grind souls, like whatever. Or like even if it was something that had like a slightly higher drop chance, but like it's a rare drop from a specific enemy that's annoying to fight anyway. It's like, oh my god. It's like trying to get a Titanite slab from the Dark Wraiths in New Londo in Dark Souls 1. Like, oh my god. But yeah, like I said, that'll do it for tonight. I'm pretty toasted as far as grinding goes, and Thursday is right around the corner, and we'll actually finish this come Thursday. It's just doing it, you know. But yeah, follow me on socials and stuff. You know, watch me be bad at on Twitter and Bluesky, and then watch me bad at stuff on Instagram. Like I said, I announce what I'm going to be doing on stream each time, usually half an hour or so before. That way, you know, you kind of get an idea. Like I said, we've just been grinding Dark Souls 2 because, like, I've actually been in the mood to play Dark Souls 2 here lately, but that could change at any moment. Who knows? But Thursday, like I said, we will get back on this just because I want to get this done. You want me to get this done. So let's get it done. But if you're watching this VOD on YouTube, I really appreciate it. You know, leave me a like and a subscribe. Let me know that you're out there and watching the content and having a good time. But in the meantime, I've been Wumbus. Watch me be bad at stuff. Thanks a million for being here. Thanks a million for watching. Have a good night, everybody. Cap it off with the classics. Wee. Adios.